What's happening, guys? It's Sunday, September 11th. Classic Chris here with Wrestling Talk SmackDown Live Backlash Preview Show. Okay, so tonight, as we all know, that SmackDown is going to crown some new champions. We're going to see the first ever SmackDown Women's Champion and SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Funny, didn't we see this before in the past? All kidding aside, tonight should be a decent night because we got AJ Styles taking on Dean Ambrose for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And after tonight, I can have a champion on Raw and SmackDown that I like. So tonight could be good. It could be pretty damn good. So let's get into it. We're going to start off by talking about the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championship situation. So tonight we're going to see the Usos taking on the Hype Bros in a quote-unquote second chance match to determine who will take on Rhyno and Heath Slater. And as you all know, that Heath Slater wants to be a part of SmackDown. That's a part of the storyline, that he wants to be a member of the SmackDown roster. And the only way to do that, apparently, is Rhyno himself have to win this tag team tournament. And they don't know if they're going to be facing the Hype Bros or the Usos. And right now, the Usos in the midst of a heel turn as how they attacked American Alpha. I thought it was a good spot for what happened, because it was good to protect American Alpha, because there's no way that you want to see American Alpha going to the finals and losing this tournament to Heath Slater and Rhyno. Rhyno is awesome, but I'm not sold on Heath Slater. I'm not a big fan of his redneck gimmick. In fact, Cody Deaner does a way better gimmick in Ontario here at the Indies, even at Global Force. Check him out, Cody Deaner. I have a bunch of matches on my YouTube channel with Cody Deaner in it, the Redneck Renegade. Now that's how you do it, but Heath Slater is just not doing anything for me. But the fact is that Rhino's involved in it, so it's good because I like Rhyno. The Man Beast is awesome. Last ever official ECW heavyweight champion. That's right, when ECW was a real company ran by Paul Heyman, not that watered down WWE stuff, Rhyno was the man. So, that being said, I'm thinking that the Usos are going to go over the Hype Bros, because we just saw Hype Bros lose to Heath Slater and Rhyno on SmackDown. And with the Usos in the midst of their heel turn, I can see this match working out. Possibly interference by American Alpha. Either way, by the end of the night, my prediction is Heath Slater will be a member of the SmackDown Live roster, and him and Rhyno will be the SmackDown Live Tag Team Champions. Now, another first for SmackDown is they're going to crown their first ever Women's Champion. Now, this is getting back to when the WWE had the Women's Championship and the Divas Championship. Now we're just going to get the Raw Women's Champion and the SmackDown Women's Champion. Nothing wrong with that at all. Something I wish they would have done with the WWE World Heavyweight Championship and the Universal Championship, because to me, this Universal title, I'm not sold on the name, but I like the champion. Just saying. But back to this six-pack challenge. We got Becky Lynch, Nikki Bella, Natalya, Naomi, Alexa Bliss, and Carmella all competing in an elimination six-pack challenge to determine the SmackDown Women's Champion. To be honest, if this match is anything like that promo that they did at SmackDown, this match is not going to be interesting at all. I just don't see it being very entertaining with how that opening promo was. Oh my gosh, it was terrible. If you watch SmackDown Live, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But to me, this whole women's thing, it's not that good on SmackDown. But we're going to see a champion. I really hope it's Becky Lynch, because if it's Nikki Bella, it's like, oh great, here comes another run of terror. Because I don't care, she's not that good of a worker. She's not good on the mic. The Bellas are just terrible, but the fact that they always just keep putting belts on the Bellas is ridiculous, because they have a new show coming out on the E! Network, so obviously they might put on Nikki Bella to help promote it, I guess. I don't know. I really hope not. It should go to Becky Lynch, because arguably she or Natty Neidhart, because arguably they're the best two workers on that show, so I hope one of them win. But moving along, next we're going to talk about the Intercontinental Championship match. The Miz defending his championship against Dolph Ziggler. Now this match is going to surprise some people, because I think this match has the capabilities of being a good match. Dolph Ziggler, as we all know, can go in the ring. The Miz, like I said before in other videos, if The Miz is the worst worker in the ring, you're going to have a good match, because The Miz isn't bad in the ring. Him with Maurice, this Intercontinental title run has been good. I've enjoyed it. The fact that he had to take time off to shoot a movie, who cares? That's in the past. That's done. But during this run, he's been a decent champion. He's had some good matches, especially with like Apollo Crews. But now he's going to have his biggest test with Dolph Ziggler, the guy who just fought Dean Ambrose at SummerSlam for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, and now he's got an Intercontinental title run. Dolph Ziggler is no stranger to that Intercontinental Championship, multi-time Intercontinental Champion. This isn't the first time these guys have fought over the Intercontinental Championship, and their matches before haven't been bad. I see this match being interesting. I see it being good, but I see The Miz winning this one somehow. I think Maurice is going to get involved, because you know how Dolph Ziggler's lately been on the kick of questioning The Miz's manhood and so on. I really think that The Miz is going to get in trouble. Maurice is going to interfere. He's going to hit the skull-crushing finale. Match over. Still your Intercontinental Champion, The Miz. But if Dolph Ziggler wins, I'm not going to be pissed off either, because I like Dolph Ziggler. I like what they're doing with him recently. Hopefully it turns into something positive, not just like a flash in the pan, like, you know, it was just going to happen like over the past couple of months or something like that, that they really invested in Dolph Ziggler. This next match, I'm excited to see. We got Bray Wyatt taking on Randy Orton. Now, this match should be good. It should be hard-hitting. It should be physical. Because Bray Wyatt, that's the only style he does in the ring. I love the way Bray Wyatt works. His mannerisms, just how he is in the ring, I like it. Randy Orton, that guy can work with anybody. He's that good in the ring. He's a third-generation wrestler. And now he's taking on one of my favorite guys on the roster. And it's about time I see Bray Wyatt in a mainstream match on a pay-per-view, because Bray Wyatt's been in mid-card purgatory for the longest time. This guy has lost so many feuds. It's just mind-boggling how badly the WWE has booked him. But in saying that, I don't see Bray Wyatt winning this match. It sucks because I'm a Bray Wyatt fan, but I don't see him going over on Randy Orton, because Randy Orton, they've invested so much into him, and how the match at SummerSlam ended, I just don't see this happening. And with how they're doing the RKO, basically doing the Diamond Dallas Page thing, like where you never know where a Diamond Cutter can be hit, that's where you get the RKO out of nowhere. I just don't see Bray Wyatt going over. And it sucks, but I understand it, because they want to do Brock Lesnar, Randy Orton too. It's a given. They want to do better for that SummerSlam match. So I just don't see Bray Wyatt winning, and it sucks because I'm a Bray Wyatt fan, but I just don't see it happening. And now on to the main event. Dean Ambrose defends his WWE World Heavyweight Championship against the phenomenal AJ Styles. Now, this match is going to be a good match. Do you want to know why? Because you got AJ Styles in it. AJ Styles brings out the best in everybody. Just ask John Cena. Look at that match that they had at SummerSlam. That was a great match, and AJ Styles definitely generaled that one. And I expect to see the exact same thing tonight. But tonight, WWE has an opportunity to put the belt on someone that I've respected and watched for a long time. And if AJ Styles becomes champion, damn, I'm going to be happy. Because on Raw and SmackDown, you'll have two champions that I respect. Kevin Owens and AJ Styles. Now, Dean Ambrose, you've been on a decent run as champion. Fans like you. I'm not the biggest Dean Ambrose fan. Actually, I never was. Even in the beginning of The Shield, I was never a Dean Ambrose fan. I thought he was a great talker. That's it. He's great on the mic, but his in-ring ability is something that brings up a question mark for me, because I just don't see it. I just don't see him as this awesome wrestler that everyone else sees it. Because to me, the guy looks too thin. Like, he should be in the cruiserweight division. So many times, like, remember back in the day, like when they're calling him the lunatic, how he'd run in the corner and start pounding on the person? He looked like an angry kid banging on a drum with his hands. That's what he looked like a kid throwing a temper tantrum. And I just can't get behind it. For some reason, Dean Ambrose to me is just not that good as a WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Now, AJ Styles on the other hand, he's won basically every belt you could think of, except for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And tonight is the night to put that belt on him. He beat Cena clean at SummerSlam. I love how he keeps bringing that up. And this is the guy that should be the champion on SmackDown. That's just my thought. I know there's a lot of people out there that believe that, because just listen to how the face-to-face went on SmackDown Live. When AJ Styles talked about becoming champion, fans cheered. A lot of them weren't behind Dean Ambrose as they were AJ Styles, and that's a big thing. I hope tonight, when the dust is settled and the smoke is cleared, that AJ Styles will be your new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. So, I want to know, guys, what do you think? Like, who do you think is going to win? But first, let's run down my predictions. Six-pack challenge, I'm picking Becky Lynch. I'm picking the Usos to win, then lose to Rhyno and Heath Slater. Miz versus Dolph Ziggler, I see the Miz walking out still WWE Intercontinental Champion. Randy Orton versus Bray Wyatt, as it pains me to say, I think Randy Orton's going to hit one of those RKOs, and that's going to be all she wrote for Bray Wyatt. It sucks. I'm a Wyatt fan, but I just don't see him going over. Then, the main event. I'm picking AJ Styles to walk out your new WWE World Heavyweight Champion. And I really hope that happens, because I'm a big AJ Styles fan. They should have put the belt on him the first time he fought Roman Reigns. Or not that, how about the second time he fought Roman Reigns for the championship? Now, this is the third chance at the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Better take it. Better take it, because honestly, if AJ Styles does not win, I'm probably going to be disappointed. I'm probably going to be angry. And you'll be hearing about it on the Blitz Sports Network and also here on YouTube with Wrestling Talk. But that being said, I want to know, guys, are you excited for Backlash? SmackDown Live's first ever pay-per-view. It's a tough night to put wrestling up against the NFL coming back, but what are you more interested in? The NFL, SmackDown Live's pay-per-view? Who do you think will leave WWE World Heavyweight Champion? Who do you think will be the first ever SmackDown Live Women's Champion and Tag Team Champions? Leave a comment with your thoughts. Like the video, subscribe. Remember, keep watching Wrestling Talk with Classic Chris. And don't forget to check out my YouTube channel, Classic Chris. Your home for everything wrestling talk, plus matches I've called from Conflict and Crossfire Wrestling.